Hey big kids, Super Concept here, and we're gonna be playing The Drive. Let's gonna be playing for this one time, so everything should be gonna be okay. So it is gonna be never gonna be last day today. So even but tonight as well, we're gonna be starting for our career in The Drive. So let's gonna be playing with this out, and let's start the tutorial as well. So I have no money, so welcome to The Drive. To spawn the car, press the highlighted spawn button right there. So if you're gonna be spawned for a Saab Turbo X, which is now interact your spawn the car, and you'll be going to be entered the drive. So you gotta be press F or just gonna be tap it on your mobile. Let's gonna be try to drive your vehicle using a Saab Turbo. You can drive around and complete in races to earn money. Visit the dealership and the garage to near spawn to unlock the garage, or just gonna be upgrading itself for your other vehicles. Enjoy exploring the map, and thanks for playing. Now here we go, using by its manual transmission. So which is I'm not gonna be turning off for a reversed. Now I'm not using for reverse for this time for radio things. We don't have any nitrox for this now. If I'm gonna be press shift, nitrox needed to buy a nitro pack in your garage. So if you're gonna be pressing F, so you might absolutely gonna be leave your car. So the first miles will be started against yet. This is how we're gonna be starting for today. So let's gonna be press F and start for the first time for its own self. So there's a near sign for the dealership, and you want to see a tour. So it will be able to find out to press the letter H. Now it's not absolutely gonna be such a very satisfying thing, so I have to turn up the volume, and you don't know why it sounds like pretty sexual or something. It's pretty bad. So let's get around here. Before I accelerate with this car, and you actually think this won't be absolutely easy, that it should be red line before moving, so I'm about to give myself a go. So there are the simple controls right over here. So if you're gonna be hold space, press and hold to space, which means you can absolutely doing for a backspace for a handbrake, for just gonna be using for a handbrake. T use is gonna be stands for we're using for a flip your car. Press H to turn on your headlights. And if you're gonna be pressing R, it requires for a radio pass. Left shift, which means requires for a nitrox. And if you're gonna be press F while getting out of the car, so if you're gonna be pressing F to get inside your car, and also if you press F, which means you're gonna be leaving your vehicle as well. So let's turn on the headlights as well, and let's start driving for the first time. So if you're gonna be turning left and by using these arrows, it won't be turning as well as we never gonna be did. So I just probably use like this one, like the letters of the keypad. We don't have to use like this one because it was the controls is absolutely playing like Minecraft. Maybe if I'm going to get roll on, so let's get things right onto the schedule, and it won't able to absolutely red line itself. So look at the acceleration. So if my acceleration wasn't right, it's absolutely extremely red line as possibly, and it's exactly what it's terrible by like. And there are no stop signs everywhere, but I also never gonna be thinking about this one. So someone just breaking the mileage because I'm just absolutely recording for like this, and I'm not making progress as fast as possible, but we absolutely can't as well. So looks like we're gonna be rolling on and see what my acceleration could be. So if I'm gonna be starting acceleration for just now, maybe I won't think this car just absolutely gonna be blasting my mind as well. So I'm sorry, I just ran into 2 miles against $2,744. So let's get right into this strategy, shall we? So the acceleration starts, and then the acceleration moves smoothly, and it blasts like this thing, and having a little bit of camera shake. So no camera shake for just gonna be a little bit for a camera shake for this time. So we're in Las Vegas right there. So 1 mile is absolutely gonna be trying to get for another $1,000. So we're in Las Vegas for today, so I just almost absolutely gotta be hitting the brake or something. So looks like I'm gonna be driving around everywhere it's possibly because I just absolutely speeding for absolutely too much. So it looks like I just drive for a Saab Turbo X, and it's got to be such a very long time. It won't be gonna be around the map, or just gonna be around the mountain 4 miles until it's got to be such a various upgrades for this time. So somebody just have gotten to anything but like else, because getting for self for our first battle is not enough for this time, because it was absolutely gonna be my first time, and it's got to be such a very gracious for anything for just kind of things. If you're gonna be going inside for the onboard view, so it won't be at this time. So absolutely, this is absolutely great. And it's mixed it like a cookie run, or just absolutely like My Little Pony as well for the Equestria Girls. Let's blast it right through for 116 miles an hour. So if we're gonna be trying to do so, hitting to gear number 6 aren't possible for this time, because that sounds quite notorious. Hitting for 130 miles an hour, it was impossible to hit 130 miles an hour, so it must be the countryside and heading towards to the Las Vegas himself. So it's just taking for a little bit too much for this time. So I got for a reward for just 6 miles by himself. It's just gonna be too hard less to find ourselves to make our miles even better. So even it's middle of the night time, so it's absolutely gonna be trying to find out, and it's nothing but I can do so. So looks like it's a little bit for this time for hitting 112 to 115 miles an hour. So it won't able to get reaching for 120 miles an hour. So absolutely we made it right through onto here. So I got $10,000 as well. So over $10,000 that I should driven, and looks like I'm gonna be driven around the city. I crashed himself by the time for just gonna be a little bit for this time. It will not gonna be such a little bit for just like, it wasn't just like Cookie Run as well, because it was just like an unrealistic cities, but it must be not a realistic city as well, because this time, well, absolutely, it feels a little bit unrealistic as well. So going speeding over 70 miles an hour should be gonna be break your things as well. It won't be break your things as well, so you might have just a little bit camera shake as well. Driven around for over 170 miles an hour, driven for over 70 miles an hour, which means you'll get a camera shake for a little bit, and it's absolutely insanely good as well. So that must be the highway corner in the beach. So looks like in Las Vegas there are no beaches, and looks like it's always been here in the desert as well. Back in Las Vegas, it's absolutely kind of a various situation like these things. In Wacky Wednesday, we can do always doing whatever you want. So I'm gonna be catching up against 12 miles that I'm gonna be driven. It's taking a little bit for so much time that I'm gonna be right back at this moment. Later, back in town. That was the great nighttime drive against well, so it's a little bit kind of tricky, and is not gonna be finding anyway something like else, like spoiling over all of us. And looks like someone's absolutely gonna be something really legal as going on out there. Now, looks like I'm pretty not sure that I'm gonna be driving every far as I'm gonna be trying to do as far as I could against everything as well. So another mile will be gonna be changed. Now, even 1 mile will cost you to get around here. So if you've driven 1 mile, you will be rewarded for over $1,000 as well, or even 1,000 pounds. So even gonna be jumping around corner, because even you have sky jump as well, you will get for 10 pounds or dollars as well. Even I'm at this parking lot as well, so I'm not gonna be strangely legal as well. So if I'm gonna be accelerated and I'm stuck as even possibly that I can did, so I need to jump off my vehicle. And looks like I'm gonna be getting up for this moment until the next morning. It won't be absolutely quite yet, as well as it never gonna be possibly did. So let's respawn the Saab Turbo S. So you can enter the car by pressing F. Now I already did for the tutorial as well, so let's gonna be always press H in order to do so, but in case when you're in dark as well. So this car won't able to need for a lot of horsepower for this time, but sometimes we need a lot more horsepower to in order to get for a power shake $20 as well to reward it for often, where as well jumping off for just gonna be $10 as well. So absolutely, I driven for 17 miles as well, so the night drive is gonna be almost over, so it's got to be something like really far, and we don't have any first race to do so, but absolutely we're gonna be finding any ways to start our race. But even it has not enough for this time, so if I'm going to get inside the dealership, maybe I'm required to stay for a different miles as well. So it's gotta be driving around the city and not the mountains, that not to mention for I say for jumping away for just rewarding for a lot of times. And that must be not just the bigger parking lot as well. So if we're gonna be pressing space, and this is absolutely gonna be drifting points, will cost you, gonna be rewarded for your money as well. You'll be awarded for a lot of money for just if you're gonna be doing for drifting himself, for just starting to go power slide, will reward it for lots of money itself. So you can absolutely gonna be getting more, and as in order to get be rich, and I'm almost going to get myself for 20 miles that I absolutely driven. So I just absolutely gotta be breaking the laws or something. So you're gonna be driving to drift around as well, and $24 that I absolutely drifted as well. So even it's almost finished as well, so it won't absolutely gonna be ever to do for a power slide. It's absolutely really fun as well. Almost 1 mile and I crashed the tree as well. And finally, the first 20 miles is finished. So looks like if I'm gonna be end of this video, so make sure I won't able to do so like this, and I just press F to get out of my vehicle as well. This is absolutely my first vehicle, and absolutely I forgot to turn off the headlights as well. And if I'm gonna be jumping off with this vehicle, I won't able to absolutely like this because I already to say so. So anyways, thanks for watching, and if you like for today's video, so make sure you leave a like and subscribe and click that bell for this time. But absolutely, this game is linked in the description below because you can play this for fun, and as everything is always recommended for kids. And absolutely for this time, this racing game, the drive game, is absolutely used and suitable for kids for this time. So thanks for watching, and you make sure you leave a like on this game. And but absolutely, if I'm gonna be buying some other cars that I say, it won't absolutely gonna be to do so. So if we're gonna be trying to find some other cars like this, it won't absolutely gonna be make sure this has got to be very insane for this. This game is absolutely not a little bit underrated as well. So this game cannot be underrated for this times because it's absolutely recommended for everyone, and this game won't be boring as well. Because thanks for watching, and this is Turbo Concept signing off, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And it's not gonna be such a very worst day tomorrow because it's got to be very fun as My Little Pony plus Cookie Run Kingdom.